ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to... Let's do that again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to From the Depths, where we are building our little battle cruiser Moltke. And last time we left off, I don't know, we did something. Let me show you what she's like today. She is armed with the same known 4-meter long heavy barrel guns, 283 millimeters, firing 38.6 rounds a minute. Why are you doing only 38.6? Your autoloader is lowish. How come? I gotta investigate that because that feels wrong. I mean, hello. You're doing 38.6 as well. You as well. And this one, 38.6. Okay, so the 38.6 is fine, but that one turret isn't. You. Why are you so much better? You're the same bloody turret. I copy-pasted you in. $117 components here. What? 117 components here. Maybe the rate of maybe it has different ammo loaded right now, and that's the issue? Maybe? Possibly? I don't know. Anyway, confusing. So, we have our guns, we have our superstructure, slightly improved the front tower off screen, although she's not quite done yet. She's starting to take decent enough shape. And I added a secondary battery, as you can see. The secondary battery being quite simple, 150 millimeter cannons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them on each side. Number 6 still needs to be built. They will go, but it's a bit trickier. I have to go around this turret to make this turret, but it will go over here, essentially, being somewhat equal to the other secondary turrets. Yes. So, what's the mission today? The mission today is the engines, ladies and gentlemen. Quite simple. Mirror mode, monsieur. Mirror mode. Because these engines, while fun, do not give me the power required to rule the waves. So this is where I need to install some engines. Now this is going to be a blast. What kind of blast, I do not know. A blast for sure. You and you. Alright. Can I get rid of you? Yes, I can. Can I get rid of you? Yes, I can. Can't quite get rid of you. Or can I? Yes, I can. In fact, let's do that. Okay. So, steam engines, medium shaft bearings, please. Just to make sure, here and here, right? Yeah. More or less. Over there and over there. Okay. Now, double shaft there, single one there. here. Let's make sure. Why can't I fit you here? I guess these ones are too high. Okay, well, yeah, they're a bit higher. Fair enough. Then we just do it like this. This works too. This is just for shits and giggles, really. Okay, ID 4 and ID 3. Alright, they need to be connected to a gearbox first. Make it happen. You're going with 3. You're going there. Question is, can I do this? Probably not. But I want to try. Opposite rotation. Well, turn your bloody rotation around. Why can't you do that? Okay, well, that's annoying. We can, of course, simply hook up this engine to one of the single ones here and say you connect to that group. Yoink you off. Without mirror mode, please. Alrighty then. Yeah, not quite. Oops, wrong one. Excuse me. Wrong way around. Oh dear. This is wheel 3. Connect to wheel 3. You're all running. You're all running, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we don't have enough power, but one step at a time, shall we? One step at a time. You away. You away. Mode again. Somewhat forgetful when it comes to mirror mode lately. Ooh, we'll never be able to get a large shaft in there. That would work, but yeah, I know. We have to smash essentially the entire stern for it. Still, it would work. Okay. If we do this, it's all connected up again. Well, it's all watertight. Frankly, right now, that's all I care for. You like that? I mean, it's not great. Not by a long shot. But it is working. Alright, let's see if what happens if I put you in the water. Let's use some engine power to actually stabilize before hitting full power. Due to placement, the thruster is only at 73% right now. Right now we're doing 11 meters a second. 14. 16 meters a second. So we're not going much faster than before. However, we can fix that. Let's up the gear ratio. We're also a bit low in the water, aren't we? Let's give a bit more power to these three propellers. Get us a bit higher in the water. Alright, new tests. "20 meters a second, 21, 22, 22 meters a second. Ooh, don't capsize, don't capsize, don't capsize. Thank you. 23 meters a second. However, we know that this propeller is not quite well placed. So, stop. Got propulsion. I was so happy with the stern. Oh well, back to basics. Normal block stern. Advanced cannons, no. Steam engines, yes. Not a shaft bearing. But I need this one. Yeah, this is gonna be a pain. Alright. I want you to. I want an internal shaft bearing over there. And I want a shaft. You are not set up correctly. There's a way. Excuse me. Oh, right. Is it just that? Yeah, it is. You muppet. I'm not sure why I'm going there either. Okay. Now, all I have to do is decide what to do with the time that is given to you, sir. Indeed. Wise words, Gandalf, wise words. And I'm spending my time building a dreadnought. Okay. Dive, dive, dive. Commence. Run. 17 meters a second. 90 meters. That is 19 meters a second and holding. Give me more power. Give me more power. What's going on? Also, water. Just out of curiosity. Do I have an air pump on this level? No, I didn't. Whoa. That explains why we were so high and so low in the water. Jeez, have to remodify you entirely with this. Drop back to 5. Drop back to 5. I'm seeing the bottom of the ocean. That's not good. Drop back to 5. Still a bit high in the water, but for testing purposes right now, let's see, 80 meters a second, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27. Oh my god, you're going fast now. 27 meters a second, yeah, I like that. Well, I know it's not 100 meters a second that you can achieve, but I still like it. Now, as we can see, the pressure... Hold on, full power. If I go full power, the pressure is just not enough. Do you see that? It's just dropping too much. If I'm not going full power, however, pressure is increasing again, ever so slowly. So, I'm gonna hop into the boiler room. I'm gonna cut away the boiler. Steam engines. Medium boiler, please. Boiler is red. I don't like red boilers. Thank you, Munchlies. Now, that's the boiler. And that is the steam tank that I will add to it. Uh-oh. Full stop. I haven't installed a rudder yet, ladies and gentlemen. That is complicating things. Now, we're filling up, slowly filling up the steam tank now. That is good. If I turn off... Yeah, we're using quite a few materials, but it's acceptable. 8, 7, 6, yeah. It's doable, it's doable. Okay. Never thought this would work, by the way. I'm very happy with that. It's a simple setup, really, but still enjoyable. The shaft, of course, is a relative easy target. A good torpedo hit will take it out, but the other shafts, on the other hand, are decently armored up. So it's not like I will lose all propulsion in a single torpedo hit. Still, ladies and gentlemen, I would consider this to be a weak spot for the ship. Armor those propellers up even more. Am I going to do something about it? I hate to do it. Well, I hate to say it, but yes. Don't hate to do it per se, but I hate to say it, but I am gonna need to make a modification here again. Like so, like so. That'll do. Yep. Okay. 3, 3. And there we go. Armored it up. Now, next up, I'm going to cut you away. And, oh, I'm going to cut that one away and that one away because I want to add a bloody rudder to the ship. And to do so, I need a sub-object. Although, do I need a sub-object? I don't think I need a sub-object anymore, do I? It's not something I generally do. But I think... Hold on, we're still rat. I don't like rat. At least not for the rudder bits. No, wait, these are all pivots. No. We're gonna pivot around this block here. And I'm gonna take you off, replace you with a bigger one. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a rudder. And I'm very happy that we've got a rudder, honestly. I am very happy indeed. There we go. Oh, and free paint. Let's paint you as well. Because for the first time ever, this ship is now able to turn. Propellers are looking good. We still have plenty of engine power. Let's see. This gearbox. Maximum power generation. RPM 100%. Maximum RPM is 150. What are we doing right now? 149.9. So essentially we're running at max efficiency here with these engines. And look at that. Steam pressure is going up to 9.1. Which is pretty good. So, Moltke. We're slowly starting to see a proper ship emerge here. We need to celebrate that. Excuse me. I was about to say, you should be able to connect up, right? Four. Yoink. And that's about it. Okay, railing. And just a simple railing already does so much for a ship. I find that almost hilarious to see that how much it gives a ship personality to have a simple railing installed. Then... I'm probably gonna regret doing this. I'm hoping it will save me some time later on. Why are you You should be falling. Fall you. There we go. Okay. Then we're gonna... 4, please. New decoration. Wood beam, 4 meters. Yaw it around. Hide original mesh. Let's see. Ooh, 3 is a nice color for this. Yeah, I like 3. And this is why I didn't build my deck up until now. If there was one thing that is boring, ooh. It's doing this. Now, blocks, wood, beam, color 3. Yeah, wasn't quite sure how to progress, but now I do. There we go. Right. A wooden deck also gives a ship a bit more of a personality, wouldn't you agree? There we go. And yes, at some point I will actually, but I'll do that off screen, I'll have to do this entire deck. Although we can speed it up at some point, luckily enough. Still, it's not my favorite work. But it's better than having a dark grey metal deck, honestly. You know what? Let's get some plunderers in. Let's see what you can do now that you have an actual rudder. That is a heavy barrage there, knocking out a turret. Knocking out a second turret, changing fire, changing target to the other ship. Her turrets are on fire, side turret detonated. Changing target again, let the other one burn. Yeah, she's doing pretty good. Incoming salvo. Let's take a look. Damage report, please. We are breached. We actually did get a breach over here. Into this room. Ooh, that is dangerous. Still, I believe the first of the ships is about to die. Yeah, there goes her last turret, I believe. Still, my fire rate has decreased a lot, hasn't it? Ooh, hello. You almost hit me there, mate. Let's see, 3 turrets. Well, my turrets are still online. It's just the secondaries that can't shoot right now, but that's fine. Incoming shell. Detonating early. Detonating on the upside. As you can see, we are rotating. We're angling quite a bit when we're in a turn. That's really too much, isn't it? So I need to get some extra anti-roll measures installed on this ship. That said, she shouldn't have many issues with 2 of these, so let's get to the building. Water. Big break. Two extra anti-rollers. Let's see how that works. We're very high in the water right now. U. 0.3. Now we're already damaged, so 0.4. And this one, right? 0.4. We'll drop a bit further into the waterline. We have sustained, well, almost critical damage here, I think. Half the ship is flooded, essentially. Mental note, I should add some anti-flooding systems on this deck as well. Although with all the turrets it's a bit harder to do, but still doable. Repair all. Let's see, you're still in a turn. How are the anti... Right now we're drawing left. I could bring the power scale to the rudder down, maybe that'll help a bit, but probably not. Now honestly, if I could, I would say, you know, if we turn to the left, then I want this right engine to slow down. But I don't think we can do it with an ABC or an ACB. Let's see, yaw commands. We're turning left. Steam boilers. It's not power. That's weapons. That's useless to look at. Controls. Control surface, dive control, anti-roll bars. Propulsion components. Oh no, that is very far until we actually reach a propulsion component. And it would set the drives to 400%. What? No. Let's swap to all pumps for a second. No. Execute complex control. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Now you would have it at here, but smoke color, thruster flames, jaw pitch, propulsion. You can get the ship to go up and stuff like that, but that's not quite what I want. guys. I simply want a gearbox to say maximum RPM 15. That's essentially what I want. I want you to slow down. And now you're completely cut off. That's not what I wanted either. How did you... Oh, look at that. If the difference here is too big, it will automatically disconnect. Interesting. If I go to 80% mismatch. RPM mismatch. No, it has to be equal. Now that is a shame. I think there is something the game could improve on that bit. In the meanwhile, yeah, look at that. We were over there. We're already halfway home. Well done, little boat. Well done. 27 meters a second. Hold on. How fast is Daflinger? Daflinger, I had flank. 28. So 29. Derflinger is slightly faster with 4 propellers. Derflinger, stay on course. That's pretty interesting. What is the flagship? Receiving. Huh. Curious. Alright. Let's have some fun before ending the episode, shall we? Three plunderers? No. Come on. Crossbows at 2100 meters. Execute. Hide. Turret destroyed. Wow. Secondary destroyed as well. They got ripped to shreds, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. Whoa, taking cover. That's sad though. Even though I have no defenses, unlike the other enemy ship there, who has shield generators. My 2 ships are doing some damage here. I believe the second turret here... Well, no, the barrels are gone, but you're still a bloody mortar. You can still shoot. Enemy ship at 88%. We're at 84%, as you can see. We've taken serious damage now. In fact, I think the ship will almost sink. Both wing turrets have been destroyed. Oh, from the inside out. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, I improved the barbettes. Why did you blow up? But, yeah, okay. Derflinger is taking fire next. In her bow. That's fine. Enemy is at 80%. I don't think we should win this, although... Hold on, how big are you? Crossbones, 400,000. Well, actually, in terms of materials, these 2 ships should be a match. Maybe not more than a match, but they should be a match together for the crossbones there. I mean, you're fairly cheap, right? Yeah, you're less than 300,000. Still, we're at roughly 600,000 together, so we're 200,000 materials more expensive. So that's not good. That is not good, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, good hit there. It's almost like we're German ships. We're not efficient. I mean, let's be honest. You can rave and cheer all you want about things like the Bismarck and things like that, but they were essentially inefficient ships. For their displacement, yeah, no, they had some serious flaws. So, if that ship can have some flaws, then I can have some flaws as well. Besides, even though she's taken terrible damage, she is not sinking. These 3 propellers, and of course the extra thrust from the other ones, are keeping her afloat, which is actually pretty good. Can't say the same for the enemy, who is really starting to lose a lot more materials now. Let's take a look. Derflinger. We're seeing a hit on the bow. Her frontal turrets are angled wrongly. That's a bit worrisome. Honestly, this ship should pretty much start changing sides. We have no secondaries remaining. Oh, we don't have that. Is below half. At center of mass, when we lose 3 meters. We'll also change. Yeah, now she's starting to turn. We've done it. Good, 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 good. That said though, Moltke has taken some serious hits. But let's take a look at Derflinger, because we know she's been hit. Gun control is offline. In fact, pretty much her bridge is offline. Heavy damage to the secondary batteries here. A hit to the engines. Did we knock out the engines with that? No. All 4 engines are still operational. Neat. I like this ship. It's a simple ship. In terms of decorations and stuff, she needs a lot more, to be honest. The deck is way too clean, but I do like this ship. Is it my favorite one? I don't know. Maybe I should do a video on that later on. What is my favorite ship? My favorite construction so far. I really like your floatability. That is pretty insane. Well done, Moltke. You are not an easy target to destroy. Barrels, thank you. And let's save her. There we go. Moltke. Derflinger is returning to formation. Pretty cool. As Moltke is on a wrong course, actually. No matter, no matter. Right, next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do another time skip here for the decorative blocks. And the next time you see this ship, hopefully I'll have the deck finished. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, take care.